No, it's been a while. But I know I recorded something a couple months ago, a month ago, 2 months ago. I don't know. It will roll right here. Hi, my name is Cassie. I go by she and they, and I currently reside in Regina, which is Territory 4, Treaty 4 territory, the traditional lands of the Cree, Dakota, Nakota, Lakota, Saulteaux, and the homeland of the Métis Nations. Um, it's been a while. It's been a while. Um, a lot of things happened in February. The job, family problems, and so now I'm in a place where I can show you what I've done over the past practically 3 months. Um, Mid March, and let's get going. First one is mermaid. So, as you can see, I've moved the keys now after last time, and I did most of this. This is the reason why I'm also filming, is because I want to take off the key snap and move it horizontally, because this is the bottom. I have reached a corner, and now I need to go across. So I'll move the key snap. Why am I like now? And get started. Oh boy. Wow. So you have to stand up and show it to you. Details for this down below. I think I'm gonna speed run this because I don't have the patience for this for today. What else have I worked on? Wise. Haunted Library, Lola Crow Stitches. Baba Yaga by Autumn Lane Stitchery. Sorry for the light. So much gray going up. Different shades of gray in the background and going up. I haven't touched the house because I don't like the colors. I'll figure that out eventually. That's all the whips, basically, cross stitch wise, because those are the only ones I've touched. The rest I haven't. quilts. I have started 100 owls. I finally did it. All the flossies are on floss, right? This is, I have it here. This is Under the Sea Fabrics Witching Hour. It is 32 count linen. I'm regretting this. But 100 owls start. I am enjoying the stitching, playing around with like how's the color pool. But I'm not enjoying how tight it has to be for me to see the holes in such dark fabric. Baba Yaga has definitely, by Stitch Me the Catacombs fabric, I thought the holes were looser. So that has tainted my experience of 32 count. So, yeah. And I put this in the Q-snap first, and I saw lines, and I was like, oops. So it's gonna probably be done in the hoop, which I don't know. And I cut up, like, 100 owls. Sorry, Owl Force Embroidery does the small bits, so you can cut it out and have a part of the one that you're working on as part of it. So far it's okay. I can plow through it, but so far it's quite enjoyable. We'll see if I follow through. I'm really enjoying the blue fabric though. Like, that's what I was looking for. So we'll follow through. That is pretty much the only whip I have started. The only cross stitch that I have started. Yes. I have been contemplating getting the flossies for Hawk Run Hollow Halloween, but the Michaels here is about to open soon, actually. Open on March 17th. Yay! So that means that I can actually buy my flossies. Yes. So that is a big thing. But that is all I've been working on, per se. I worked a lot on the mermaid. And then I've done a bit of quilting. Like I did say that I was in that quilting class for the beginning part of the year, and it's finished. It's finished. Here's the quilt. It is massive. It's a size is a double, close to a double, over a double. Like, I had to squeeze the batting to make it fit. But all William Morris fabric. I have been immensely enjoying having it here in my chair instead of my blanket that I usually have. So I'm enjoying it. I've already started another quilting project for a good friend of mine who's having her first baby. So that is on the table over there. The family issues has resulted in me getting some furniture, which also has prompted me to start knitting like crazy. So I took the time to finish up a few my projects. Let me show you my knitting. So this is knitting. This is inside out. I've already worn this. It's been blocked. It is the pattern by Tin Can Knits, and it's the one with the arm thing. I've shown this before. It's done. Finished the sleeves. It's done. I've worn it once or twice already. It fits really nicely. It's a bit too short for my liking, so I wear something underneath, of course. But I always do wear something underneath, typically. So that's done. And out of my stash. And this is Ursurina. This is also something I talked about in my previous videos by Ursa, by Jacqueline. The C with the last name. Starts with a C. So that's done. The arms were done. I was on Sleeve Island, basically. But like both of these projects were on Sleeve Island. Like one was done on this one, and then it was probably here where I picked it up. So that's done. I'm enjoying it. I'm trying to get used to cropped, styled sweaters. This is a good introduction. So that's done. I have started and I have finished a hat. This is Sock Head Hat. That's the name of it. I don't know who's the, but it's on Ravelry under Sock Head. It was just to get rid of a skein of yarn, and then I feel like I'm going to be just going on socks. Sorry, hats. Just to get rid of the one skein of sock yarn that I have in my stash, just to get rid of them. I am purging the stash now, fast and furiously. So I have started the process of getting rid of these things. So that's one sock head. We'll see. I will be continuing. This is another hat I'm currently working on. This is a top-down approach. So far, I'm okay with it because when I get to the bottom, it's like I don't want leftovers. It's hard to get rid of leftovers. So this is Yas hat. Y-A-S. It allows me to do, when I get to the bottom, double it back up to a double layer so it's warmer. I'm liking that. We'll see how it goes. I am also gotten an order in for more 2.75 milliliter needles along with the cord, because these are my only ones, and I only have one double pointed needles, and I hate double pointed needles on hats. So I'll be moving furiously. This will be my work. I'll probably take this to work and leave it at work, even though I bounce between the two locations. But yes, I'm going fast and furious through hats. I will be stockinette stitches in my future for a while. I also have chunky yarn that was taking up a big bulk of my stash. So this is where I am. I am on the bottom. It's called the Carbeth sweater, another crop sweater that is bulky yarn, even though the pattern calls it to be held double, DK weight, whatever. Moving along. Get rid of it, because I have 3 balls of these. Like, one of them is in this original stain, and another in a project that I could not finish for whatever purpose. So this is being dealt with. Can you tell I'm on a knitting spree? This is another Ursa, probably Ursurina or Ursa by Jacqueline, like the one with the green. This is on Sleeve Island now. I am working my way through this. It requires me to get double pointed needles of this 7 milliliter. Yeah. So it's being worked on. We'll see if I pick this up because I need to get rid of whatever extra yarn I have with this project. So I need to get through sweater, finish the sweater basically. So I've been bouncing around on sweaters. So that's why I don't have much much cross stitch project other than the mermaid, because that one's always ready for me sitting on my desk to work on, put a couple threads in. And whereas knitting is like I'm taking to work, I am sitting on it in the morning before eating breakfast, before I go to work. I do a couple stitches and plowing my way through. I have done more of the Soalites quilting. So I've gotten a bit on the wayside with these, but I still have blocks from last time to show you. I am behind a couple blocks because of the new quilt that I'm creating for my friend's first baby. She's leaving for maternity leave at the end of the month. So it's on the side, like I have the fabric stashed away for me to work on it. But this is for Soalites 2 from Fat Quarter Shop. Some of these blocks are probably from Soalites 1 because some of Soalites 2 are too expert for me to attempt. So I do not even bother. This is the right way. And I can't remember what I showed you, so I'm just going through the stack. Until I get to a point where I think I've shown you everything. And I'll probably rewatch my videos and pause it and cut it where I've shown you stuff that is the last time. This is my pride and joy. Expert attempt. Works well. Don't look at it closely. Easy. All right. And now I'm pretty sure I've shown you everything else. I think that's it because I want to jump right back into the quilting and finish off this blanket. It'll be done today or either tomorrow. Yes, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this very quick video of what I'm doing. And I'll see you in probably 2 months' time again. Welcome back to my channel where I talk about cross stitch in whatever rabbit hole I've gone down. It's been a while, and I hopefully can remember everything that I bought recently. We're gonna have to roll with the light changes. I'm sorry, that's what happens when you have a big light. I'm gonna jump into first the Mermaid by Medusa Dollmaker. The reason why I wanted to do this today is because I moved this, but I moved it too high, so I need to take it off to get to this part because it's just there's too much fabric to get underneath there. So I wanted to take this out because I know in the little video that I took last time, I just had it in the Q-snap. Yes, that little video that I took was a couple months ago, and it was only me just going, here's this. And that took me 4 minutes. And I was just like, haven't had the energy to work my way through it and post it. And then I had a whole bunch of things happen with my computer, where I don't like OneDrive and its attempt to try and make me pay for their storage. That's not fun. So that was me for a couple months, and I had a lot of fun with that. Work is good. I also had a lot of time making up new needle markers. That's right, needle minders. So this is a pen that I got from a Kickstarter. It is the shield of from somebody in Lord of the Rings. I want to say Theowen. Like but I'm not. So I made it into a needle minder, a really hefty one. It's pretty good for this. But I made a whole bunch of other needle minders. Maybe if I remember, I can show them to you, but no promises. Work is good. Nothing too dramatic at work, even though things are getting a little bit stressful because money makes the whole world go around. I have spent some time with family back in May, so that was nice, and I have more time planned for September. And I spent some time in Calgary in June and post-modern jukebox concert. Best thing ever. So yeah, I would look them up on YouTube. Post-modern jukebox is an amazing band that takes a lot of songs from today and convert them into jazz, 20s and 30s music, and it is just so good for me. Okay. How am I going to do this? Is that, oh God, thank God. Thought there was a stitch coming undone. But, oh man alive. Let's see. I actually don't know what my stitch count on this anymore. Because, yeah, that video would have been, the last time I recorded it would have been that little video that I don't know. Let's see here. I have done 44%, getting close to 50%, almost 2 years into this thing. So that shows me that my pace more than anything else. So let's see if I can get this nice lit up into focus. I don't know how much progress I've made, but I'm getting back into the tail, which is pretty much 3 colors. So it's pick a color and go, and it's faster. I probably will continue the gold, but I did enjoy having, when I moved the Q-snap, to have the gold and the tail to work, so I was able to bypass me not liking confetti as much. And interesting, I could see the line where my Q-snap is on camera, but I can't see it here. That's interesting. It's not visible on the, fascinating. Oh, no, I missed a spot in the gold. Darn it. But yeah, 44% done. And that's that. So I will put that back on the Q-snap and make my way through that. 18 count easy guide. Even though I don't like the easy guide, like it doesn't feel like I've made any impact on this. Using the kit from Gecko Rouge. What else? One moment, please. Let me dig in through my bin. Let's try this again. Okay. I will not be pausing again because that made my camera freak out. Okay, so I did a few other things. I did Haunted Library. Again, I don't know how much progress I have done since showing you because It's been a while. So it says here I'm 94% done, but the books, the books are killing me. So, trying to see if that's nice light there. Pretty much all the books down below the bookshelves up top are done. Again, the reason why it's taking me so long with the books is because I changed the colors. I felt like the actual call for colors were too bright for books. So I swapped them out for the lower tone and then have another color to go in as the darkest tone. Which causes me to have decision paralysis because I don't want to make decisions. So, yeah. So I will get to it, but all the books down below have been completed. I made the decision up top regarding having that stupid Pennywise head. I'll put it in. Put the wording in. Starting to put all the books in. And then I'm not going to be putting that cloud in, which requires me to count to get that spider web in the book floating in. So that's why another decision paralysis. But this is Haunted Library by Lola Crow on 16 count Ships Manor mummy wraps, I want to say. But all the information I'll have will be down below. Like I have a long description, doobie-doo, down below. I'm so close to being finished. I am tempted to do the Lola Crow's haunted greenhouse. This first. And then I started 100 Owls. I'm still getting used to the paper pattern of it, but I kitted it up. I'm doing it on this dark blue linen. Now that I'm trying to remember what it is to tell you, it's with the call for flosses. It is 32 count because I wanted to keep it to the same 32 count that came with the kit. I can't for the life of me remember what this was. I'll try and find it and put it down below. But it is painful. I thought I enjoyed 32 count because I'm stitching that on my Autumn Lane Stitchery Baba Yaga. But it's Beat Stitch Me. This is something else and it's tighter and I'm just cursing because it's darker, right? Of course. So I do enjoy stitching on it, but it's that momentarily I have to pull it out, pull all the paper out, get myself situated, ready, and yeah, it's a bit of pain in my butt. But I do enjoy the variegation because yes, again, decision paralysis and choosing where to put your colors is another issue. But I enjoy it so far. This is 100 Owls by Owl Forest Embroidery. And the kit flosses with 32 count something. I'm still trying to make this as fast as I can because why not? And then I got bored. As always, I got bored and I was figuring out my kits. I was going through and actually making a master floss list, and I've done that Excel spreadsheet, try to keep track of everything, making sure that I had all my DMC not one floss, and I was like, I know where they are project-wise, and I finished up Jeweled Skeleton by Night Spirit Studio, I want to say. I finished that up. I actually I gave it to Michael's to frame. Not to frame, but like to stretch it. Because I was like, I'm not paying for the framing. I just want it stretched. And see if I can fit it into something else cheaper. And they took a whole bunch of my projects. So I can't remember what else I gave them. It's finished. I'll probably show them next time if I remember. And then I found like a bag full of flosses. And I was like, what is this for? It had a cut of Ada, Black Ada. And this is Ship's Manor. It's the one floss that I said a couple videos ago that it was practically Black Ada. I want to say Abracadabra or All Souls Night. I think it's All Souls Night. That I was like, this is Black Ada. I'll keep it. Great. Awesome. And I cut a bit of it. And I realized, looking at the flosses and looking at the Ada, and trying to remember, I remembered that I was thinking of doing poisonous plants from Witcher Stitcher. That's probably it. If not, I'll put the right correct. And I did this in a weekend. I did the majority of this in a weekend, and then I forgot, had to go back and do the lettering. So it took me a weekend to do the majority of this, and then finding the pieces that I missed because it's a paper copy. The pieces I missed. And so it took me 5 days. 3 days hard work over the day because it was a long weekend. Canada Day long weekend. Yeah, work on something dark for Canada long weekend. And then maybe an additional 3 more hours to finish up the rest. So that looks great. And I did a corner start because I was unsure. It's like, because there was a lot of counting to be had in the middle of something to get to something to start with. And I was like, I'm not starting lettering in the middle. Hell no. So I just basically started in the corner. Yeah. And so clearly I add a lot of fabric on the ends. Too much fabric, I think. But it is what it is. It is using the called for flosses, DMC. Yes. The pattern does say to write the letters and backstitch in 2 threads. I did 2 for two of them, and I was like, no, it's too thick. So I ripped those out and put in 1 thread, and that's a lot better. So that's Poisonous Plants. Very happy with that. So that was a start and a finish in this context of this video. I didn't really start and finish anything else. No, I did, however, start something else because I finally got the flosses in. I was planning to start this back in Valentine's Day, and the flosses didn't arrive. So I kind of pushed it off, and I was like, I'm tired of just stitching on the mermaid. I need to start other things that keep my interest, other than, because I was not jumping on 100 owls. I started the Heart Sampler by Vibes Only. So this is on Roxy Floxco. I still have the old stuff, so the old labels. I know that's wrong. So I want to say Roxy Floss Co. So these are their flosses. So I asked for a conversion, and I'm really enjoying it so far. The heart was a thrill, and I'm just now going off, trying to find things that catch my interest. Like the purple, the really dark purple that it calls for 814. You can barely see it. Like it's right there at the end. So I'm trying to think if I still see it in person. And I do, so I'm not too worried. What they called for, what Hannah gave me basically from the company, it's a Betty White, Cheshire, Merlot, Flamingo, and Pinky Promise for them. I was questionable over Pinky Promise because the call for was 963. Oh, there's slight differences, but like you can see a difference here. But as soon as you stitch it, it becomes practically white with a slight tinge. So like Pinky Promise and Betty White, they're not together per se that I haven't seen, but I was slightly worried if I had to stitch them together, I would not notice the difference. So I pulled out the call for 963, stitched it. It's the same. Like I stitched this in the GMC, and the white in here is Pinky Promise, and I could not tell a difference, even though you can see a difference here. Like color theory, it's got to be color theory. Like, and this is Betty White, and it's bright because it's on Black Ada. So this is 16 count, all sold tonight, the same fabric that I stitched Poisonous Plants on, all sold tonight. 16 count using those flosses. And let's see how, Pattern Keeper, tell me how much I have done on this. 19%. So I've started this, I want to say, last weekend. So 4 days of work. I'm enjoying this immensely. I'm enjoying the aspect of the biological function, but as soon as I went into the sampling work, counting. Like, I'm trying to get to a point where one, I don't have to count too much. Two, I don't go in this direction because that's how I cross my stitches. Like my stitches go from when you the last leg crosses from the right to the left, and I try not to have stitches go beyond because it covers the hole and it doesn't look neat as tidy. So I always try to go any other direction. But like this direction, I have to go in this direction because I counted from up here and then went this way. So I was like, okay, got to find a different way. So I counted off of here, did the flower, and counted down here, and then I was able to go, okay, I can go this direction, not this direction. My brain doesn't like counting. There's too many chances for mistakes there, especially on Black Ada and sometimes black that, what is it? Cheshire is the, so, and I do the loop start on this, so I don't have too much variation going on because it's a loop start and it just puts those two, and I can see it where there's a bit of thing, something going on. There's some going on, but I don't think it's big enough to really to notice it. And I think that's what I want because I don't want the variegation to be the highlight. I just want, and I'm lazy too. So that is the Heart Sampler by Bad Vibes Only. They're on Instagram. Check them out. And that's enjoyable. I can't put this in a Q-snap because it creates lines. Like, where is it gone now? I guess so. But like, it creates a streak of white. So I have to use a hoop. So that this is the massive hoop that I have. It is what it is. I know that I have ordered. So this is the leftover from 100 Owls. What is this fabric? Anyways, I did a little sample on it because I wanted to do Night Spirit Studios Batwoman. What is it called? What's it called? The Bat Skeleton. But I need it over 1 on 32 count because it's a frame that is perfect for it. And when I realized I purchased the pattern some time ago, I was like, perfect. This is me wanting to do it. And then I was like, is DMC enough? No. So you can see the bare, small, it's too fuzzy. So I went on a little bit of spending spree to get a fabric and threads. So I ordered Silky in all shades of brown because that's what this skeleton is. It's all shades of brown. So hopefully I have enough variation in whatever I ordered to make this happen. And it's small enough and it's not fuzzy and like the way it is with DMC to stitch it. I have also ordered a whole bunch of other, like, I could do it on this, but I want it dramatic. I want it red. So I know I've ordered a like Vampire's Kiss or something vampire-y from Ship's Manor, from Bead Stitch Me maybe. From Under the Sea. My bank account. But it's for a good cause. So, and I get to play with Silky. So that'll be great. And of course, looking through my patterns from Night Spirit Studio, I just went, okay, what else do I have hiding underneath everything? And then I ordered a whole bunch of stuff on Etsy, pattern-wise. Like, I actually don't have them here. Like, I just wrote down, this is my shopping list for DMC floss. So I know I'm doing a skeleton Velociraptor, a skeleton mermaid, an owl, again, another owl, and then Death's Head moth, and then the poisons at the bottom here. That's Poison Garden. So I bought all the DMC for that. And then this is me trying to figure out Batwoman. Like, the frame is this big, these are the flosses typically for it, and so forth. So yeah, that's even weave. I was like, I don't think I could do this small over linen, so I had to consider even weave. And I got gold diamant. Is this small enough? I'll find out. But this is like the oval rim, so it's nothing like too complicated. So she says. But that is pretty much all the work I have done. Like, all my flosses, kitting, and then I've been knitting as well. I've started a little vest because I didn't have any projects with me at the time in Calgary, so I went to Stashed Lounge, bought some yarn, and started a vest during the trip because I can't stop my hands. They need to be busy at all times. So that was a thing. I have finished quilting my Sew Lights 2. I have finished making the back. I have the batting it all made. I need to find a quilter. That's where I am now. It's sitting on the floor here, waiting to me to give it to a quilter because I am not putting that together. It's too big. My apartment is the square footage of that quilt. Like it was a struggle. It was a struggle bus to put that quilt together. Um, but and I finished 2 other little baby quilts for another person at work, so that'll be nice. Um, but the sewing has stepped away, and I'm trying to figure out if I need a different pattern, a challenging pattern to pick it up. That's quilting. That's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. Everything. Oh, I did purchase more Roxy Flocks Co. Sorry for the crinkle. Because I want to do Hawk Run Hollow. I want to start this in October. And I asked for a conversion. So this is Hawk Run Hollow from Carriage House Samplings. It's the Halloween one. And I asked Hannah from Evertote to make me a conversion. I know that there's a few of them that I will probably take out because I don't want to see variegation in it. Because, like, what is it? I probably want to see variegation in the soil. I don't want to see variegation in the frame. I probably want variegation in the water. Like, I knew that. So they gave me one of charcoal because there's 310, and I was like, I will have one just to see what it's like. Add it to the stash, but everything else is beautiful. So it's all here. It's all ready to go. I already have the fabric. I bought from Nicholas from Mal old books, 32 count, and that is what Hawk Run Hollow is going to be on. I believe I've cut the fabric already, so let me just pull that out because that was me crawling on the floor to try to cut this massive piece of fabric. This is the leftover. Yeah, Nicholas Mammal, 32 count old book. This is the leftover. I bought a lot of it. It's coming from Hungary. And I love the old book look. Haunted Library. I love it. So I bought a lot of it. Make it come to me. So where did I put that kit? Maybe in here? Of course. This is the bag where I put all the supplies of what I need to do projects, but I don't have everything to put in a separate bag because I don't have bags. This is it. I spent the time to sew the edges. Like, so pretty. Hopefully it's big enough. We'll find out. So I'll probably start that and sometime in October. That's the hope. But again, I have start paralysis because I don't like starting things. As you couldn't tell with my past start and finished and start, because this is on linen. So we'll see if I enjoy it. It does seem to be a looser weave than the 100 Owls is on. Even though I think it's 100 Owls is from Nicholas Mermel. No, it's not, because he doesn't do that dark. Just looking at it. anyways. Like I still have threads in here for seashells. I have all of them. Or I wanted to do them in whatever the call for was and then lost interest. We'll see when inspiration strikes. That's that. But that's all I have. That is my projects. I'm gonna go back on it. I'm gonna put all of this away and continue with possibly mermaid because I have to put it back in the keyframe. And it's almost 2 o'clock. It's too late to go to the farmer's market, is it? Oh no. How could I? Okay. Take care. Stay safe. Enjoy Disability Pride Month. I hope you enjoyed this very quick video of what I'm doing. And I'll see you in probably 2 months' time again. Thank you. Subscribe. Click the like button. And again, all the details of everything will probably be down below if I can remember.